top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Virginia's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And he loses the football. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the option. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man, it's Morris. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the right side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down
was an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw, it's Morris. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Randall. Quick spin on the run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Morris. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And the defense, got him at the 27. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. So now it's 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On the move and looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And this 2nd half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Makes a man miss.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw, it's Morris. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Cavaliers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. There he goes, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And that is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
Man, that is a huge miss. But you know what? As a coach and as a player, I got to go rebuild my man's confidence. We're tied up. We're going into overtime. Jesse, I might need this kicker in OT to go get a win. I got to build his confidence back up.
You're right, David, because every kicker dreams about kicking the game-winning walk-off field goal, right? He missed it there, but guess what? He still has an opportunity in overtime, so he's got to pick his head up.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. On the run, it's Randall. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. The give out of the gun. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll run it to the right. The stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Morris. Finds his tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've got a little work in front of them here on third down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ennis. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Third down here in overtime and some work to do. He got it. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't